Hello, I'm Ricky Martin, no filter. And this is Earth's Sketchpad, where we draw everything in nature together at the same time. What's that, Jeff? There's something on my left. Earth's Sketchpad is where I draw creatures causing chaos, and all the ideas come from you. It could be a python driving a digger, it could be an iguana fighting off snakes, or it could be last week's, which was a narwhal breakdancing on Big Ben, or the Elizabeth Tower, with a dodo being a DJ on the decks, a fox flying his helicopter after giving up a career in performing slightly inadequate magic shows. You've been sending your ideas via your adult assistant on Instagram and Twitter, and they've been landing right here. Alright, that's enough now. And they all come via the beautiful BBC Earth Kids YouTube team. Let's say hi to them. There they are. Look at them there. Lovely stuff. Helping me with the facts in my ear. It takes all these people to make this show look this good. There's Jeff in the corner, the OMG, the one-man gallery. Jeff, would you like to help me pick out a thing this week? Yeah? Go on then. Oh. You want me to put my hand into it, do you? Okay, yeah. Do you want me to select one? Okay, I've got one. What? Oh, you want me to read it out as well? Jeff's no help at all, is he? Okay, it is a beetle, and it's been suggested by Veronica and Lucas in Brazil. Thank you for your suggestion, guys. Now, a beetle, there are quite a few species of them, so I think I'm going to draw a stag beetle, because they're awesome. Right, let's get some drawing music to get us in the mood.
Desk is disconnected. Connected.
There we go. Now when I draw a stag beetle, I like to start with its mandibles. And these are the things where it gets its name stag beetle, because they look a bit like the antlers on a male stag. Really big things like this. In fact, the bigger the better, because they use them to battle other male stag beetles. They're actually kind of useless to eat food with, because they're a bit big and cumbersome. Little bits in here. Whoop. These guys like to feast on rotting wood. Yum, yum, yum. Not my cup of tea, but you know. Different flavours for different people. Around to its back like that. And another part of its body here. Now they have wings, and when they fly, they look and sound a little bit like helicopters. They push their bodies forward with the wings flying behind them. The females can fly too, but they rarely do it. So the females have pheromones, and they use them to attract the males to them, which means they don't have to fly everywhere. These guys are the UK's biggest ground-dwelling beetles. They can grow up to about 8 centimetres in length. Another little leg out the front there. Whoop. Sorry, just drawing the legs in the back. Quite like the way these guys look. Very tough looking. So 25% of all species on the planet are beetles. And 40% of all insects are also beetles. Got a monopoly, haven't they? Let's add a little bit of detail over the top here because they've got kind of shiny shell. Now, in Germany in the past, they were once associated with the god of thunder, Thor. And they used to think that putting a stag beetle on your head would protect you from being struck by lightning. I wouldn't try that if I were you. And UK peasants in the past used to think that stag beetles would fly around with hot coals in their mandibles and drop them on houses to burn down buildings. I think beetles have got other things to worry about than messing around with our homes. There we go. Nice quick one. The wonderful stag beetle. And now it's time to put this creature into some chaos. Back in the tin. This is from Alex. Now Alex did actually suggest this chaos for a gecko, but it's so awesome we're going to use it on the stag beetle. And he would like this animal in a space rocket playing guitar. Alright, great suggestion. Let's get the music going.
Disconnected.
Oh.
Connected.
Cool, there you go. So I'm going to draw this guy with a guitar. It's going to be quite a small guitar because, well, these guys only get as large as 8 centimeters. Playing the guitar, I think he's going to be playing an acoustic guitar. Go, made it all nice and 3D. Because his other little leg is playing quite high up on the fretboard, probably doing a little solo. Because he's not going to be using his mandible, because as we know, they're not that good at even eating with, even though it's their jaws. So I doubt they'll be able to play guitar with them. Pegs. The string's going through like that. I feel that, I think he might be wearing a little hat if it's playing a acoustic guitar. Like that. Banging out the tunes. Now flying around in a space rocket. So I'm going to do a kind of perspective view, like looking down the rocket from the back towards the cockpit. A little window in there so we can see space outside. Another one over here. Because if you're in space, you want to be looking out the window. Looking at the planets. There we go. There's always like gizmos, isn't there, on the inside, so I'm just going to draw some consoles. Now the reason I've curved everything like that is because it's perspective. I want it to be going into the distance, so things are going to get smaller the further into the background they get. There we go. You know how when astronauts are in space like to show off by eating their food as it's floating through the air in zero gravity? So let's just do a couple of blobbles of space food. Blobbles. Don't even know if that's a word, I like it though. And who could be showing off? Oh, somebody here trying to catch the food in their beak. The dodo. All his little feathers here being forced up in the air by him jumping around. You know how it goes all frizzy in space. There's no gravity to hold it down. There you go, he's trying to get that food. Showing off, but quite badly. And just because he always goes everywhere with this, he's just brought along a putter. There we go, just fill up that space there. Gonna play some space golf later. Right, down. That's a bit of a flaw in there, just going into the distance a bit. Towards the cockpit. Draw some space seats in here. There we go. And the pilot, just looking back. It's the fox. He went to become a helicopter pilot, but then it wasn't enough of a rush for him, so he thought he'd get off into the stratosphere. His little tail like that. Arms forward, holding onto the controls. He's actually wearing a spacesuit. It's quite a low seat, so I just have his legs a little bit wide there. He's looking back a little bit worried because there's a big button over here for the airlock. And the dodo has not been looking where he's going. Uh-oh. exclamations. A little bit scared about what's going to happen. Some more gizmos, gubbins knocking around here. A couple of monitors. I mean, floor's not that important in zero gravity, but popping them in anyway. And who's on the outside looking in? Back in space, the Himalayan monal pheasant, watching the chaos unfold inside the ship. Sitting on the rocket that's been flying around on now for a few weeks. Hasn't run out of fuel yet, I don't know what it runs on. A couple of stars. And then maybe the moon over here. Yeah, and just over the top of the moon. Little skateboard. Is the skateboarding tortoise jumping over the moon. Oh my days. There we have a stag beetle playing guitar in a space rocket, while the dodo tries to eat some astronaut space food but nearly hits the airlock button, which alarms the pilot, which is the ex-magician, ex-helicopter pilot Fox, being watched by the Himalayan monal pheasant riding a rocket, and out the window jumping over the moon is the tortoise. If you want to see real stag beetles causing some chaos, then why not check out Bugface with Lee Hinchcliffe on the BBC Earth Kids YouTube channel, where he gets 3 of them on his face. Anyway, that's enough art from me. It's time to look at some art that you guys have made. So this is from Nate, who is 8, rhymes, enjoy it where you can, and it's a beautiful ginger cat. Look at that, happy cat face. Gorgeous thing, it looks like it's been coloured in digitally. Excellent stuff. Lovely big paws, great tail, and it looks very inquisitive, doesn't it? What are you guys up to? I'm drawing some animals. That's what I do all the time. Thank you very much, Nate, this is awesome. We have some stuff from Iris in Australia, who has obviously been enjoying lots of Sketchpad as she's drawn for us a chicken. Lovely stuff, beautiful colouring in. I didn't do any colouring in, this is already better than mine. Ah, the crab, the naughty crab that was pinching all of the inflatables on the beach. I never know what this bit is, but crabs have it. Well done for popping that in. And she's also drawn the tough mouse, complete with tattoo and coloured in. Beautiful stuff, Iris. Look how mean that mouse is. Amazing stuff, thank you very much. This next one's from Jack, who is 8, and here is his T-Rex, painted using pointillism, which is with separate dots. I love the jaws on this. Lovely use of colour there as well. Amazing, it looks like it's out on a rampage about to catch some smaller dinosaurs. Hang, hang, hang. Thank you very much for that. Now we're moving into a more serene feel here. This is called Sunset Mountain, and it's by Nia, aged 8, and it is fingertips on canvas, or fingertips on paper, as it is a finger painting. I love the way the colours are so warm and they fade into that beautiful purple. Thank you very much for this. And this next one is from Mia in Kenya, and it is a roly-poly bird. Roly-poly birds have yet to be discovered on Earth, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. Look at these lovely feathers. Great colours there. In fact, so many colours on this bird. And look at its face. Am I doing it? I think I am. Thank you for this, Mia. It's fantastic. Thank you everybody for all your amazing art that you shared with us. And now it's time for the global hit sensation, The Secret Sketch. So the secret sketch is dead simple. All you need is the pen and paper. You just have to watch and draw along with me. Now it's a secret sketch, so only I know what the final piece will be, but by the end you have a work of art that you didn't even know you can do, and you'll be armed with loads of awesome animal facts. So BBC Earth Kids YouTube team, do you have your pens and paper at the ready? There they are. They are ready to go. I'm ready to go. The only thing that's not ready is the music.
Disconnected.
Seriously. When I looked at this online, it was one of the best wireless music desks there was. Fake reviews.
Connected.
There we go. Right, remember, just draw along with me. So I'm going to start with a little curve shape here, like that. And Another one like that. And we'll do the same shape over here.
Goose.
It's not a goose. Now, these guys have the strongest bite in the world. So it's definitely not a goose or a swan, although I have been bitten by a goose. It hurt. Put this at the back. Up like that. Little wobbly bit along here. Another one just next to it. A little bit like this. Now these guys can't chew their food, they have to swallow it whole or tear off smaller pieces. They can eat prey up to as big as an ox or a cow.
Alligator.
It's not an alligator. Yeah, on its back like that. Little bumps on its back. These are made of bone. Now when these guys eat, they blow air through their sinuses and it forces it up to their eyes, which means their eyes start to cry, but they aren't real tears. Little claws. This should be giving it away, come on guys. Here's the jaws. They're actually very good mothers. They lay lots of eggs and they carry around the babies in their mouth. Big old teeth. Look at that powerful jaws there. A couple of extra scales. I like to do scales as like a little cross pattern like this, or you can do them like that. Now they're very quick over short distances on land. They spend most of their time in water. Because it is, of course, a crocodile. Okay, BBC Earth Kids YouTube team, how did you get on? Come and show me, make it snappy. Whoop. Oh, great stuff, guys, lovely. There's a couple there for the fridge, I reckon. Beautiful. And crocodiles are this week's featured creature on Wild Bites, which is a fun fact file about some of the most amazing animals on the planet. And it's right here on the BBC Earth Kids YouTube channel. That's it. If you've reached this point in the video, you are the greatest. And it also means you'll enjoy all of our other Earth sketchpads. There are loads, so we'll see you there. Keep drawing. I know I will.